My name is Cole. I'm a 7th grade student from New Boston, Texas, and a junior member of the New Boston FFA. I've fed the steers you see behind me for 145 days. They currently weigh 1,060 pounds and 1,270 pounds. They had an average daily gain of 2.36 and a feed conversion of 9.34. When I look at these two finished steers, I think of a meat market with juicy, choice steaks, tender roast, and other high-quality all-American beef. But in reality, only 40% of these two steers will be used as retail cuts of meat. That means that of the 2,330 total pounds, 1,398 pounds will not be used as meat. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like a lot of waste, and that bothers me. This led me to do some research, and amazingly, I found out that even though only 40% of these two steers will be used as meat, another 59% will be used as byproducts, often referred to as the drop. Byproducts contribute approximately 10% to the total value of these two steers. Since 2010, byproducts of a steer account for about $12 per hundredweight, or $160 per head of a live steer, compared to the prior 5-year average of about $9 per hundredweight. This means that the drop from my two steers will contribute approximately $280 to their total value, which, in many cases, means the difference between making a profit and suffering a loss. Global economic conditions and demand for leather products will be key factors influencing the direction of the beef byproduct value in 2012. Among all the byproducts, the hide accounts for about half of the total dollar value, followed by inedible tallow and edible tallow. So obviously, the demand for byproducts is important to me as a beef producer. But what do they mean to you and me as consumers? Consider this. The soap you showered with this morning and the cosmetics you ladies used all contain fats from cattle. The buttons on your shirt or jacket may have been made from the horns or hooves of cattle. One of my favorite stops at the stock show is the bar next door, where you can get ice cream and yogurt, both of which contain gelatins from the horns, hooves, hide, and bones of cattle. The tires on the Ford F-350 that brought me here today have the ability to hold their shape under continuous surface friction due to the stearic acid which comes from beef cattle. Beef fat even provides the binding agent found in the asphalt on the roadways and parking lots. As a sportsman, I found it interesting to learn that the hide from each of my steers can be made into 12 basketballs, 20 footballs, 12 baseball games, or 144 baseballs. The sports equipment industry uses over 100,000 cattle hides each year. But it's not all fun and games. Beef byproducts also contribute to good health. For example, fetal calf blood is used for cancer and AIDS research. Aorta valves can be used for replacement of defective human heart valves, and insulin from cattle can be used for the treatment of diabetes. It takes the pancreas from 26 cattle to provide enough insulin to keep one diabetic person alive for a year. So you see, even if you don't have the opportunity to enjoy a juicy steak today, if you showered, used makeup, buttoned your shirt, traveled the highways, enjoyed a sporting event, or an ice cream cone, you have been a consumer of the beef industry. I mentioned earlier that when I look at these two steers, I'm reminded of a meat market. But as I become more aware of the goods produced from beef byproducts, I think they might better be described as a Walmart supercenter. Thank you.
You know some about the beef checkoff program. I'm wondering if any of the money that goes to the beef checkoff program is used to support the sale of byproducts like what you're talking about.
Yes, sir. The beef checkoff program also contributes to the byproduct value. I don't know how much, but I know it contributes to it.
Cole, thank you for your presentation. It was very informative. And what would you tell the consumer that tells you they don't really like to eat beef, what would you tell them as a reason why beef production may benefit them?
Well, people who don't eat beef or enjoy beef, really, they're actually using beef all the time. And beef benefits by just everyday needs. Beef is in everyday utilities and tools and stuff. So that really helps.